Hi guys, I'm Chantel and welcome to my favorite video of the month, choosing my TBR. So today I'm going to be choosing the books that I plan on reading for the month of December. Now there are a couple different ways I'm going to do this. I get my newsletter subscribers to pick a book each month, so I'm going to see what won the poll for that. I give them 4 options and we'll see which one wins. I'm also doing my it's Read Your Bookshelf challenge that I created last year. Also, my dishwasher is going, so I'm not sure how much this is going to pick up, but if we could just ignore those noises, that's great. And I'm supposed to be reading a Christmas themed book for the Read Your Bookshelf challenge. And then after that, we're going to use Hey Reader to pick which books I'm going to be reading. I just rearranged this a bit. I decided December, I'm only going to read books I'm excited about. So pretty much just these top 2 rows, unless I decide otherwise, but pretty much I put the top 2 rows as books that I really want to read, this top row being like ones I most want to read. There's some library books, some books I own, kind of just interspersed. So first up, we're going to see which book won the poll for my newsletter. So I'm just going to grab my computer here and hit screen record so that you can see if I'm actually doing this right. Okay, Chantel from the future. I just totally went to stop my recording and apparently it never even started. So I'll just pop up screenshots of, I guess, which prompts were chosen. That's unfortunate, but it was a lot of fun to use the spinning wheel and I got a lot of good books, so keep watching. So let's see here. I had 4 options for December and 116 people voted this time. So interestingly enough, one of the options is The Great Alone, which I ended up actually reading in November for the Gilmoreathon. So when I originally gave this out, I didn't realize I was going to read it. So if that one wins, we'll go into the next one, because I know that one, there was tons of people that wanted me to read that book. So, I mean, I already read it. So other than that, our options are Spare and Found Parts, which I think I moved back here. Spare and Found Parts. This is I don't know if it's YA fiction, kind of like fantasy science fiction-esque, I think. Blessed Are the Misfits. Where did that one go? Blessed Are the Misfits, which is a Christian nonfiction book. And Winter House, which is a middle grade. Oh, maybe it's not even on here? Oh no, it's on the back. This is a middle grade book that I really want to read. If it doesn't get on for this month, it's definitely going to be on for next month. So, make sure you can kind of see that there. These are the 3 options, and I will see which one wins here. Oh, sweet. It wasn't even The Great Alone. I was kind of really worried it was going to be that one, and then, I don't know. I already read it. But anyway, Winter House is the first book. I'm so excited about this one. This one has such cute illustrations. I just love that. And as a mother of a white child and a black child, I love it when there's middle grade books that have both, and I can pass these on to my kids and they can kind of both feel represented. So that is book 1 that is going to be on my TBR for this month. Oh, that is such a great start. I mean, any of them would have been great, but it's great, but it's also easy. Okay, so my plan here is to pick, I actually didn't decide on a number how many books I should pick. Let's say 7 books. Yeah, well, if I'm gonna like them all, should we just go for 10? Should we just do 10 books? Okay, yeah, let's do 10 books. Because I'm not doing a separate library TBR this month, so let's just do 10 books right off the bat. This might be a long one. And we will see what we can do here. So Hey Reader, if you haven't been here before, is a website I got my husband to create for me that has a bunch of prompts, and this month, whatever, we are going to be spinning the wheel. After last month, I was like, oh, a wheel would be cool. And then he made a wheel. So we're going to click on spin the wheel. And honestly, if I can't get like books from here picked, I might just like respin and delete that prompt because I just want December to be an awesome reading month. So anything else? Do I have anything else to add? I don't really think so. There's a couple books that I feel like I have to get to this month, so there might be some in addition to the 10, but we'll see what happens here. So let's spin. Ooh, what's it gonna be? A book that ends in an even number of pages. Okay, that's fairly easy. Oh my goodness, there's so many I want to read though. Pretty much this is my like number one I have to read this month. Echo Among the Stones by Jamie Jo Wright. It ends in an even number of pages. Oh good, I thought also it was odd. So there's this one I could do. Oh, should I look at other ones? I really need to read The Toll because I've gotten this out from the library twice and I just need to finish that series. And I really need to do Holopox because I waited for 9 months to get it from the library. But, you know, it's Jamie Jo Wright. She's been one of my favorite authors this year. So this is I'm assuming, dual timeline historical fiction. That's kind of what she does. Normally, her other ones that I've read have been 1906-7-8 and then present day, but this one is actually 1946. So what is this here? After Aggie Dunkirk's career is unceremoniously ended by her own mistakes, she finds herself traveling to Wisconsin, where her grandmother, Mumsy, lives alone in her vintage, though very outdated home. Aggie didn't plan for how eccentric Mumsy had become, obsessing over an old unsolved crime scene, even going so far as to recreate it in a dollhouse. So Jamie Jo Wright writes romantic suspense. The romance part does feel a little cliche to me, but I do like that she tackles hard topics and subjects in her writing. I've been very impressed by that. And there's always kind of like a creepy factor. Like, can you imagine your grandma making a crime scene in a dollhouse? You know, like my grandma watches wrestling, so that's weird, but it's not creepy. Yeah, okay. There we go. This is a good start. I wish I could like display the books that I was reading somewhere, but we'll show them after. Okay, let's get another prompt. I think this wheel works better than the picking of the cards. Published after 2015. So anything newish. Okay, so I'm going to pick Holopox. Am I gonna pick Holopox? This is book 3 in the Nevermore series. Or, oh man, there's so many. I got a couple of, this is The Witch of Willow Hall and The Witch's Daughter out from the library. I talked about them in my recent library haul. This one's 2018 and this one is 2010. So that one doesn't qualify. Holopox came out earlier this year, so I know that one qualifies. Or Fable. This one, I really like the cover, and it sounds like our character kind of has some spunk. This one I think is new. 2020. So, kind of choosing between these three. I think, I want to read all of them, but because it took me so long to get this book, I think I have to pick Holopox. Although these ones kind of are more interesting to me right now, but I just totally got Holopox from, no, not Holopox, books 1 and 2 in the Nevermore series, which are The Trials of Morrigan Crow and Wondersmith. I just bought them off of Book Outlet for a really good price because of their Black Friday deals, and since this is going live on American Thanksgiving, then might want to take a look at those. Okay, so not too shabby here. So that is 2 books from the wheel. I don't have a Christmas book yet, so I need a Christmas book either in addition to the 10 or something separate. Award winner. Oh, that might be harder. Oh, okay, this one is an award winner. This is Pictures of Hollis Woods. This is something to do with a girl in a foster home, middle grade book. Okay, well, I don't think I see any other award winners. So, I'm going to read Pictures of Hollis Woods. I really requested this book because Patricia Riley Giff, I was requesting a few of her books, and then I came across this one. It's about a girl who, I think, yes, a girl, 12-year-old girl who's been in so many foster homes she can hardly remember them all. And she's trouble and she's run away, and then she's sent to Josie, an elderly artist who is quirky and affectionate, and she wants to stay there. But I'm assuming something happens. Oh, if social services finds out, they'll take Hollis away and move Josie into a home. So as foster parents, these kind of books totally grip me, and this is a Newbery honor book. So that's an award, right? Like, an honor is still an award, right? We're counting it. So I have 3 middle grade books out of the 4 I've picked here so far, or that are on my TBR so far. I mean, I like middle grade, but I don't want to read just middle grade. Based on a true story. How true of a story? This is As Bright as Heaven, and it's set in Philadelphia in 1918 during the Spanish flu. So it's historical fiction. I also have The Girl in the Blue Coat. I just gave this as an option for my newsletter subscribers for me to read next month, but that could be an option. Everything else is pretty fictional, I think. So maybe I'll just go with this and say this is based on a true story. Yeah, so I don't really know much other than 1918 Spanish flu. Lots of people have raved about it. Apparently it has made some people cry or tear up, and yeah, we'll see here. It looks very Christmassy. I don't think it's actually snowy in the background, but it looks like it. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. That was 4 from the wheel. Try another one. Set on a different continent. So something that is not set in North America. Well, we could go completely fictional and do like something set in a fantasy world, or this was another one I gave my newsletter subscribers as an option. This is set in Poland. I think this is YA-ish, historical fiction with a fantasy twist, because Briar Rose, it's a retelling of the German folktale Briar Rose, but it also is set in midsummer 1942 in the heart of Poland, so that might work. I don't know if Fable is completely fictional. Yeah, well, she's in the Narrows, so I'm assuming that's completely made up. I think this is American. It's set in New Oldbury, 1821. I don't know where that is. Oh, it says something about Boston in the first paragraph. So that would be my continent. And then this one, oh, this is in Wessex. Ooh. And then present day England. So England and Wessex. Because I gave this one as an option for my newsletter subscribers, maybe I'll leave that one. That's fictional. I've got some Christmas books here that I'm assuming are kind of like American. Doesn't say, but I think that Terry Blackstock generally writes in the US. A lot like Christmas, Anne from Elizabeth Ann Reads told me about this. Apparently it's like Christmas, like a sci-fi Christmas stories. Yeah, so I don't really know where they're set. Okay, I think I'm gonna go with this one, The Witch's Daughter. So I don't know a ton about this. I did say when I did my library haul that I requested a bunch of books because I just went through Jamie Jo Wright's Instagram, and I'm pretty sure this is one that she was going to read or got sent her or whatever, and it looks like her writing. So it says, in the spring of 1628, the witch finder of Wessex finds himself a true witch. And then in present day England, Elizabeth has built a quiet life. She spent the centuries in solitude, surviving plagues, wars, heartbreak. Her loneliness comes to an abrupt end when she's befriended by a teenage girl. Against her better judgment, Elizabeth opens her heart. But will she be able to stand against Gideon, who will stop at nothing to reclaim her soul, in order to protect the girl who has become the daughter she never had? Okay. I have no idea what to expect. Kind of just like cover request and the fact that someone else shared it. So we'll see. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the next one is nonfiction. Okay. So I only have one nonfiction here, and that is Blessed Are the Misfits. This one is, the little blurb at the top says, warning, if modern church culture makes perfect sense to you and you always fit in seamlessly, don't read this. So it's for people that are misfits, obviously. He did a good job with the title. I've never read any Brant Hansen, but I've heard good things, so I'm excited to read this. I think one of my goals for 2021 is going to be to read a certain number of nonfiction. I'm not sure how many yet. So we'll start it off in 2020. Let's try another one. A classic. Okay. I don't really have any classics here unless we count Agatha Christie. So I'm just gonna move this book. I'm pretty sure everything else is fairly new here. These are the 3 Agatha Christies I have here. I've got Ordeal by Innocence, Endless Night, and A Murder is Announced. Yeah, my goal in life is just to read all the Agatha Christies. So these are 3 that I own that I haven't read. Let's see here. Trying to see, oh, okay, so this one is a Miss Marple book. And then these other 2, I don't know if they have a detective in them or not, but I like Miss Marple, so we're gonna go with A Murder is Announced. This one says, the villagers of Chipping Cleghorn are agog with curiosity when the Gazette advertises a murder is announced and will take place on Friday, October 29th at Little Paddocks at 6:30 p.m. A childish practical joke or a spiteful hoax? Unable to resist the mysterious invitation, the locals arrive at Little Paddocks at the appointed time, when, without warning, the lights go out and a gun is fired. When they come back on, a gruesome scene is revealed. An impossible crime? Only Miss Marple can unravel it. That sounds good. I mean, maybe not very Christmassy, but I like Miss Marple. I want to be that little old lady in the corner that people underestimate and then, like, you know, knows the things. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've spun 7 times. So we got 3 more to go. Seasonal. So anything that fits in with winter, really, because I am like deep into winter here. We have like so much snow. So I'm thinking maybe one of these Christmas books. That would probably be the best bet. So this is a lot like Christmas. It has a bunch of short stories. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13-ish, I think. And then Catching Christmas is Terry Blackstock. I'm assuming this is like a suspense book. Does she write anything else other than that? This one looks rather new. Oh, 2018. As a first-year law associate, Sydney Batson knows she will be updating her resume by New Year's if she loses her current case. Okay, I'm going to... That one kind of sounds a little cheesy. I kept reading and I might read it yet, but I'm going to put this one on my TBR. A lot like Christmas, because I'm very confused about how you can have like a sci-fi Christmas book. So Anne has just like made me so intrigued. So we will see. I'm not sure if I will read all the stories or just some of them. We'll start and see how far I get. Okay, 2 more. An obscure book. Okay, so what I mean by this is just a book that hasn't got a lot of attention, maybe. Ones that people haven't heard of as much, ones that I haven't heard people talk about as much. So that's interesting because I feel like a lot of these have been recommended by people. This one's definitely going on there. The only place I ever heard of it was on Jamie Jo Wright's Instagram account. And what else? Space Between Words. This one I just found on Book Outlet. It sounded interesting. Girl in the Blue Coat I've also never heard anyone talk about. This is historical 2 World War fiction where our main character works in a black market. And yeah, I think these are like the most obscure off of my top 2 shelves. And I think I'm gonna have to go with this one because this one's an option for my January TBR. This one just hasn't been interesting me. I don't even know why it's on this second shelf. So, The Witch of Willow Hall. Take this as a warning. If you are not able or willing to control yourself, it will be not only you who suffers the consequences, but those around you as well. So this is in New Oldsbury, 1821. In the wake of a scandal, the Montrose family and their 3 daughters flee Boston for their new country home, Willow Hall. Seems happy, but there's a menace that creeps into the atmosphere, a remnant of a dark history that calls to Lydia and to the youngest Emmeline. All 3 daughters will be changed by what follows, but none more than Lydia, who must draw on a power she never knew she possessed if she wants to protect those she loves. For Willow Hall's secrets will rise in the end. I have no idea what to expect from this. I got 2 Hester Fox books out from the library. This one is the one she wrote first, so it's the one I put on my TBR cart. But I really like the cover. Although I guess there is a face on there. I kind of have a thing against faces, but the big library sticker is covering it, so I can't see her face. So I think I have one more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One more. And I already have a Christmas book, so I don't need a separate one. A book in a series. Okay, well, I have two here. I have Keeper of the Lost Cities, book 3, Everblaze, or I have The Toll. And I have, I guess, The Kiss of Deception is the beginning of a series. And there's a few other ones that are beginning of a series, but these are like both book 3. This is the last book, and this is book 3 out of like many. This is middle grade fantasy. This is dystopian, YA dystopian, I think. I think I'm gonna have to choose The Toll because I want, my books are all falling down. Oh, this is in a series too. Anyway, I have to finish this series because I don't want to leave a series where I've just read 2 out of 3 books, and it's big. I'm not sure I'm going to like it. I've heard such mixed things about how this series ends. I pretty much enjoyed book 1, didn't like book 2 as much. No idea what to expect for this one. So it's in a world where people don't die. Our main characters are scythes who have to kill people to keep the population down, and I don't know what's going to happen from there. Now that I'm looking at my stack, it's not like, it doesn't scream Christmas, but I think it'll be a good month. I'm pretty excited about each of these books, I think. Let's see if I can show you all of them in one clip here. Okay, so these books are the ones I plan on reading through the month of December. I would love to hear what you're reading in December. Yeah, don't give me any suggestions on books I should read next because I have way too many books to read, like too many out from the library right now and so many on my cart. So maybe don't tell me any good books. Maybe tell me the worst book you read lately so I can take that one off my list. There's an idea. I'm just kidding. I hope you guys enjoyed watching me pick these books. One side note, I am going to be participating in I'm going to try 2 different readathons in the month of December. There's the 'Tis the Season-a-thon and the Oh What Fun readathon thing. I think I'm just going to share my TBRs on Instagram for that and try to pick through here for that. If not, I have some shorter books that I might try to squeeze in there. So yeah, anyway, this will be the main part of my December, and thanks again for watching, guys.